actually my first time here in Pakistan. Hard to believe. And we just celebrated 25 years of Victory Churches in Pakistan, which was super amazing.
Yeah, it's been great to have you here.
Yeah, it's been wonderful being here. So Michelle is actually also a graduate of our Bible school in Thailand.
Yeah.
And she's Pastor Peter Jamshed and Pastor Lubna's daughter. So, you know, that's always our claim to fame, right? It's our parents. It's good. So tell me, how many people came to attend the conference and what was the highlight of the celebration?
There were almost 170 people from different churches of Pakistan, Lahore, Kasur, and the names go on. And we celebrated 25 years of victory in Pakistan.
Through you, I can do anything.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great, and the weather was really nice. We were up in the hills in
Yeah.
another city called Murree.
It's actually like way up in the mountains. I didn't realize
Yeah.
how high up we were. And even last night after the session, we were sitting outside having tea together and you could see your breath. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of amazing. Because
Very
right
nice
now
weather.
it's like, I don't know, 100 degrees at least. It's probably closer to 40, but it is sure hot here.
Yeah.
And so that was an 8-hour drive through the mountains and it was really awesome. So how many churches do we have now in Pakistan?
We have 30 churches and approximately 5 and 6 schools.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that there are so many schools too because the next generation is so key. And that was one of the neat things about the conference is you saw some of the people that came in as children and now they're adults and married and ministering and planting their own churches and it's pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
I also remember a few of the kids that I saw many years ago. Now they're in the ministry running like after their parents or just when they were serving in the Sunday school at that time.
That's so
yeah.
cool. So you see it working, right? Generationally, which is what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So one of the other things I think that really stood out about the conference was the number of young people that were there. You know, in one of the services, Dad was asking or talking about the first generation, second, and third.
Yeah.
And he asked everybody who is 25 and under to raise their hands and stand up, and like over half of the room,
Yeah, totally.
which is amazing. You know,
and there were also much younger kids that didn't come up.
yeah. So there is definitely a generations being birthed, and the neat thing is they're just as excited about what God is doing in the churches as their parents are. You
Yeah.
know, like these kids are on fire for Jesus. You know, the worship leader at the conference was 18 years old, really skilled, an amazing worshiper, amazing team.
totally.
And yeah, I was just so blessed by everybody there.
Yeah.
So what is one story or one testimony or one highlight that you heard from the conference that stands out for you?
When Pastor L talked about the generation, the 3 generation, I've always grown up in Victory. But apart from that, the other kids and the other children that are following the God's vision, one thing that really stood out was that it's not just biological because we are already in a covenant relationship.
Yeah,
We carry the same vision and the same promises of God. So it's not just if you're a pastor's kid, you could serve in the ministry regardless of being a pastor's kid or grown up in Victory Church.
Yeah, amen. And I love that dynamic because you could see it, right? Like
Yeah.
your dad is a father to so many people. There was no time where he was walking anywhere that he wasn't stopping to hug somebody or greet
Yeah.
somebody or talk to, you
That's
know,
true.
give as much attention to the younger people as he was to the older people. And I really love that there is a
Yeah.
real honoring there for the younger generation. So what about the pastors and leaders that came? Did you get any feedback from them about what they enjoyed or any testimonies?
Yeah, I got the feedback regarding the English worship also. They really liked it when you talked about bringing your team here in the future, which we say yes and amen to.
Yeah, get ready, VW.
that would be
We're coming to
really
Pakistan.
that would be really great to like come and teach them or train them more for God.
Yeah, we're excited. I mean, there's just so much passion here, you know, so much fire. So the really neat thing too about like the schools and the churches is that it's not just about planting churches in a community that's full of Christians or whatever. It's actually about outreaching into the community too. And that
Yeah.
was the other thing that I heard a lot. There's a lot of community development, lots of there's a lot of needs in some of these communities, right? So some of the pastors, they work in, for example, like Hindu areas or in
true.
more impoverished areas. So there's a lot more than just the gospel that the church is bringing. It's actually bringing like things like clean
Yeah.
water and education and all those kind of things, which it's the church's responsibility, right? To
They're really going after the lost one.
Yeah.
Not just the people who are already Christians, but they're going after people who need God more than us right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think one of the things that surprised me about Pakistan too is it feels totally different than I expected. Like I thought it would be, I don't know,
Yeah.
more dangerous or different or something, but there really is such an openness here, you know. It's quite amazing that there is a freedom. So For the churches in Pakistan, what do you think is the biggest challenge now that they're facing, and how are we going to face it head on?
If we talk about the bigger cities, you feel like there's more freedom. But if you go to the rural areas, there are more restrictions than we think. But still, I really appreciate the leaders who go there and still are working for the Lord.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we just really want to honor, too, the pastors, Pastor Peter and Pastor Lubna, and all of the pastors, so many faithful men and women for over 25 years that have invested in the gospel and the kingdom here. And we're seeing the fruit of it, and it's just the beginning. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. So next time me and Michelle are here, we're going to have even greater things to report.
Yeah.
God bless.
I am so blessed to be a part of this family.
मैं इस कलाम का आगाज़ करना चाहती हूँ कहते हुए कि मैंने यहाँ पर बहुत बरकत हासिल की है.